Hello, let's talk about something pretty interesting today, the direct-to-consumer business model. Now you must have heard the boat co-founder always saying that hum bhi kar lenge. Now the question is that where is that confidence coming from, hum bhi kar lenge? It really is about the decentralization power of internet, which is such a huge level playing field that has taken the so-called distribution prowess from the big livers, from the Unilevers and P&Gs of the world, and really given it back to where it belongs, which is the consumer. And that really is what the direct-to-consumer model is in the nutshell. Let's talk about it. Now for a long time, the retail business has been dominated by a few household brands such as P&G and Unilevers of the world and big chain supermarkets like Big Bazaar. But the more recent direct-to-consumer or the D2C business model, as fondly called, offers a new distribution strategy: online-only retail, direct distribution and social media marketing. It is a vertical business model without intermediaries. This model took off quickly in the presence of abundant VC capital, low competition and extremely low cost and high return of social media marketing. The D2C model is tantalizing in simplicity. There's no department store, no dealership and no third-party platform. The customer gets the product delivered to their doorstep and the sales go directly to the seller. Affluent urban Indians with high-speed internet were willing to explore new brands and customize products and spend a good amount of time on social media. This was essentially a perfect storm and quickly became big fans of D2C companies. So what really are the benefits of the direct-to-consumer model? Now the old way of product distribution depended a lot on third-party efficiencies of the manufacturer, distributor, wholesaler and retailer. The big companies with deep pockets dominated that game for a very long time. But as the internet became faster and more user-friendly, things have begun to change. Marketplaces went online. Payment gateways became more secure. Delivery companies became better at delivering goods on time in a cost-effective way. Social media became the platform for discovering new products, new brands and new trends. Consumers looked to social media to see what their influencers promoted. The stage was set for market disruption and several brands had already begun operations as a direct-to-consumer company. But what essentially accelerated brought a huge uptick to direct-to-consumer was the COVID-19 pandemic. When all physical stores had to be shut down almost overnight, sellers quickly migrated to online shops. Consumers suddenly had the option of buying their favorite one-of-a-kind product online instead of going to the physical store. Direct-to-consumer companies such as Lenskart, Zivame, Boat, Healthcart, Mama Earth and others which had seen traction before the pandemic took off strongly, and like how, when the conditions suited their business model. Now, another advantage of the direct-to-consumer model is the proprietary data that gets collected. Since the sales are all conducted online, there's a tremendous amount of information available to the brand about consumer behavior specific to their product and their marketing efforts. The direct-to-consumer companies can quickly use this data and social media analytics to get accurate information on what their customers want. So you see, it's actually precise use of technology and social media to get to the customer what exactly do they want. It's very targeted in nature. The new products can then appear in the online stores very quickly, much to the customer's delight. Now, if there are benefits, there are bound to be risks as well. For all the excitement direct-to-consumer short distribution channels, there are significant disadvantages or perils also. For one thing, companies are staking their very brand reputation on this strategy. When things go wrong, they can go very wrong. Handling customer complaints and product returns and exchanges from disgruntled customers will be tricky when there are no physical pickup points such as multi-brand stores and local outlets. Fulfillment technology is crucial as a botched sales experience can easily drive away customers. Another risk is that companies may be alienating partners who were part of the previous ecosystem. Warehouse operations, dealership, shipping systems, customer service providers, earlier major parts of supply chain will now either take business to a rival company, modify their own offerings, or lobby the government for legislative changes. For the customer, especially the risk-averse ones, they can no longer depend on brand value, at least in the beginning. The customer will be taking a chance on a new or lesser known brand, and this makes customer acquisition a much bigger challenge for the company. Customer retention is also rife with dangers, as social media is actually a double-edged sword for direct-to-consumer companies. Brands that exploded due to social media, due to gushing reviews, are also at risk of dying due to social media if one thing goes wrong and the disgruntled customer decides to make a Facebook post that ends up going viral. The direct-to-consumer landscape has evolved quickly, and today India in fact has over 600 brands selling products directly to customers. The online market itself is growing. It is estimated that about 200 million online shoppers will be added in India over the next 4 years, leading to a total addressable market of $100 billion by 2025. However, direct-to-consumer entrepreneurs in India would do well to learn from the missteps made by direct-to-consumer businesses elsewhere, especially in the United States, where, for instance, Warby Parker successfully transitioned from online to offline spaces in tune with their customers' preferences. The market potential is there for the taking. Whether direct-to-consumer companies are able to make the most of it remains to be seen. So where do you see direct-to-consumer going?